everyone. Welcome back to next episode of Mastery in Commerce. I hope you all are enjoying your festivals. It's the season of festivals, different festivals are on the round. But I believe that you are also concerned about the approaching exams because in December I think most of the schools will be having the exam, and also the exam will be in February most probably, because most of the schools start their 12th grade classes quite prior to the other grades, right? So keep learning, and I will again ask you all to please focus on the basics before moving further. The logic in all accountancy remains the same. The logic of debit and credit, that should remain in your mind. You should always remember why the amount is being debited, why it is credited. Okay, so we will carry on with our topic which we were doing in the last video, that is single column cash book. We have done 3 questions which are given in your book. We are on 4th question today. So the 4th question is bank column cash book, or we say it as double column cash book. Let us again see the format once. First column is date, then receipt, then cash bank, then date, payment, cash bank. So I have used both the boards to make the format because it is a bit big. If you want, you can make it horizontally in your notebook. Okay, so let us start the question quickly. Question number 4 on page number 153. Record the following transactions in a bank column cash book for December 2016. So we have written the year on both the date column, 2016. The first is started business with cash 80,000. Started business with cash means it is the opening balance with us, right? So how much cash I have from my previous month? I have the opening balance of 80,000, so it will be written in the cash column. Now please remember what items will come in bank column. The items which are affecting my bank, whether I am giving cash to someone, whether I am taking I am giving check to someone, or I am taking check from someone, right? The other thing is I am making any payment using my check, or I am withdrawing money from bank, or I am depositing money in bank. So whenever bank is coming into the picture, we will be recording in the bank column. Now next is deposited into bank. So now if we see, whenever you deposit money in bank, what is the journal entry? Can anybody please tell me? The journal entry is bank account debit to cash. Now remember double column cash book, I told you in last video that we will be doing contra entry. The entry in which bank and cash both are involved, one is debited and other is credited, that entry is called contra entry. Now how do we record the contra entry? See, this is the journal entry which should be done, right? So bank is on the buy side, cash is on the to side. That side is to, this side is buy. So we write buy bank, but amount will be written in the cash column. Over here we write to cash, but amount will be written in the bank column. The logic I will tell you, because this is the receipt side. Receipt side means which account is receiving the money? Our bank account. But which account is credited? Cash. Now which account is making the payment? Bank. And what is affected? Cash. Okay, so this is the way contra entry is done, and it is a rule. In LF column you can write C over here, so that it is clear to your teacher while correction that this is the contra entry you have done. Because in cash book we don't write cash until and unless it is a contra entry. This word you have never seen in any entry except contra entry, right? So deposited into bank, we have written buy bank 50,000 in cash column, to cash bank column 50,000. Now we move to the next date. The next date says received cash from Rahul 1,000. So when we are receiving from Rahul, December 10 to Rahul, 1,000 written in the cash column. Bought goods for cash. So when you are purchasing, the entry is purchase account debit to cash. So buy purchases in the cash column 8,000. Bought goods by check. Now be careful, because over here the payment is made by bank. Okay, because check is involved. So entry will be buy purchases, but it will be recorded in the bank column. Now paid to Sham by cash. So who is the receiver? Sham. Sham account debit, and what has gone? Cash in the payment side. Drew from bank for office use. Now again, when you are taking out from bank, then the entry will be cash account debit to bank. So buy cash, it will be written in the bank column. and over here 2 bank, and it will be written in the cash column. So this is again your contra entry. Now rent paid by check, by rent, and it will be recorded in the bank column. Now please see, these columns balance will be separately calculated. Means cash column you will calculate separately and bank column you will calculate separately, right? So cash is 80,000 plus 1,000 plus 2,000, it comes 83,000. Over here we have 50,000, 8,000 and 20,000, total comes 78,000. So 83,000 minus 78,000 comes 5,000. So this is the balance of my cash column. Now bank column calculation is done separately. Don't get confused with this. One is cash column, one is bank column. So bank column total is 50,000 and bank column over here we have 13,000. So 50,000 minus 13,000 comes 37,000. Now both the sides are same. Now these two balances will be transferred on the debit side. Two balance brought down 5,000 and 37,000. This is how we write the balance. So next month when I will be starting with my cash flow, this will be my opening balance. This is how my question will start, and then again this cycle will continue about the payment and receipt. So cash book is actually telling me in the starting I had 80,000 in my hand. After all the transaction I have done, I am left with 5,000, means 75,000 I spent. Okay, so this is how all the calculations are done, and this is how we calculate the balance. Please, this calculation is very important. This carries separate marks in question. Your teacher will be checking whether your balance is coming correct or not. Your balance should be correct, then only you will get full marks in this question. And be very careful with the contra entries. Please try doing question number 5 in my next video. When I give the solution, you can check whether your solution is correct or not. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. And please keep on working hard and keep preparing for your exams. All the best. We will meet again in the next video. Bye.